and welcome to Coffee with Yaasha, where I sip my coffee in my amazing Princess Bride mug and talk about all things book with fellow fiction fans. This week I got sick, so if I cough a little bit during this segment, you know now why, and that's why my voice is a little bit lower. But I'm doing okay. I am surviving. And fortunately, I didn't get sick before I was able to spend a little bit of time with other writers from my area. We went and spent an afternoon at a lovely restaurant and just chatted about our writing craft, which to me is really cool because I don't know if you're a writer or just a reader who loves good books, but writers tend to be very introverted. In fact, there was a poll in one of my author groups on Facebook once, and they're like, hey, are you an introverted author or an extroverted author? And I was one of the extroverts, and everybody else was an introvert. So by a large percentage, most writers apparently are introverts, and I am one of the few extroverts. I love talking with people. But it is still really lonely sometimes when it's just you and your desk and the story in your head that never comes out the same way on paper that it is in your head. And so getting together with other writers is a way of motivating yourself and of feeling like you aren't just writing this on your own. You're actually enjoying the process with other people who are just as excited about it as you are. And so it's just very inspiring, even for an extrovert like me. So this week, talking about inspiration, this week I finally made it to 50,000 words in my fourth revision of a book that I wrote when I was 18. So I shared a little bit about this last episode, but the story that I'm working on right now is about characters who have cursed hands, and I won't tell much more about it yet, but in that story, I wrote it when I was 18, I think, and ever since then, I've been trying to get my vision for it to match up with what comes out on paper, and I've ended up rewriting it 4 times, because as you grow, like, I've done a lot of growing since I was 18, I'm 30 now, right? So, as I've grown, the characters have grown, the concept of the story has grown, everything's matured. So I'm on that 4th revision, and I know it's finally clicking. You can feel it, kind of like the way a musician can tell whether or not something's on tune. I can just feel it, it's clicking. So, in order to celebrate a little bit, hitting that 50K mark in that final revision, I'm going to read you a little bit, a little portion of it. Something that I wrote this past week. So again, like I said, the characters, they all have cursed hands, so they wear gloves in order to hide the curse from themselves. So this is what one character feels about those gloves. They say we have 5 senses. They're wrong. We have 4. Our hands are more sensitive, more intimate than the most technologically advanced gloves will ever be. I know it. The gloves protect our eyes, but they turn the world of our fingers to black and white. We were meant to feel in color, and we can't. So, hopefully that wasn't too much of a downer to share, but that's really a lot of the core of the book, right there in a couple sentences. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think about it, and I'll see you next week.